It's here.
It's Doom here, and yesterday there was a bunch of Spirit Halloween ISE leaks. And today I'm going to be going over each and every one of them because it is crazy. And also a few hours ago, a few zombie babies were also released. So I'm also going to be going over those because those also look pretty awesome. So let's get right to it. Our first image is the entrance, and here we have Ghostface on the right and the Ringmaster on the left. And also, of course, Jack the Reaper with the big Welcome to the Carnival sign that was seized a while back now. And yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. I like how they have the boxes on the side, like the pedestals or whatever you call them. It's like what a real circus would have. And I think it's pretty cool. I am a bit surprised they chose Ghostface to be in the front theme. It's a bit odd. I would imagine they would have chose like another clown animatronic. I feel like the animatronic placements are a bit weird this year, but nonetheless, I think this looks pretty cool. They also have like lights behind them and everything, like actual light bulbs, which is also awesome. We also have an actual photo. It is very blurry. I don't know who's taking these pictures, but they need to get better at it because all you can see is a little glimpse of Ghostface and also the carnival sign, which is pretty huge, and also a little glimpse into the back, where you can actually see the back theme. It's very blurry, so you can't see much. Then in the next part of the theme, we also have a diagram that shows us what it's going to look like. So as you can see, there is the fortune booth, which I'll go over in a second. But also we have Dark Princess and Tallulah, which is the giant witch Mr. Dark's reskin. And I think it looks pretty cool. A little bit of missed potential. I feel like they could have done more with it, maybe have like a small Ferris wheel or something in the back, because it's really just a platform with some ribbons around it. So yeah, I love the fortune booth. I'll say that. And then this one is actually a bit better because we have Giant Death Ray in the front, and also Max Straw is in a booth, which means that booth must be really huge because Max Straw is 8 feet tall, so I don't know how he fits in there. But then we also have the giant wheel of death or fortune or whatever you want to call it that we saw in the teaser. At least that's what I think it is. But I'm glad they're actually using stuff from the teaser and incorporating that into the theme. So I think this looks really cool, and I can't wait to see what this will look like. And then next we have what I believe is the back theme, and here we have Wanda Webworth in the front working the ticket station, which is a bit odd. We have another real image that is pretty blurry as well. And we also have Cotton Candy Dance at the side. And I'm really glad they're doing a carnival theme because it is so awesome to actually see these clowns in an environment that they would actually be in. So it's something we haven't seen in a while because, I mean, like usually you just see like clowns in a lab or clowns in a graveyard, places where clowns shouldn't be. Ever since the clown train, we have never gotten another clown theme where a clown actually fits in. So that is very cool. And then of course we have Nibbles the Clown to the left side as well. And then, I think this might be like off to the side somewhere else, or maybe at the front, or maybe in the back corner. I don't even know where this is, but we actually have what looks to be an actual working or moving sort of shooting range for Down the Duck, it says. And this is pretty odd because like the animatronics are said to be like in the back behind there, and I don't know how that works because wouldn't it just be like their heads poking out? Like you need to actually see the entire animatronic. So I'm a bit I feel like this diagram might be a little bit off, but if it isn't, that is going to be odd. And then we also have Scary Sitting Scarecrow on the side right there. And then we have the Funhouse, and this is where behind Wanda Webworth was in the ticket booth. And I think it's pretty cool that they are doing a Funhouse this year. I don't know what else it would have been, but I think it's pretty cool. I like how they have it like a castle, like how a Funhouse would look like at a carnival. And I think it looks pretty awesome. And inside of there is blue lights and white clown outlines. So I think they might be like maybe it's obviously I think it's black lights probably. So like the clown outlines would glow or something like that. And I hope there's like going to be like trippy mirrors and stuff in there as well. I think that would be pretty cool. And then we have the sideshow, which is the back of the back theme. And that has Bobby Strings, and then Victor and Emily on the stage, and also Barnaby the bear on the right side. And then we also have the realistic image of the fortune booth. And at first I actually thought this was a animatronic inside, but then I took a closer look, and no, it's obviously a human. It would be cool if we had a fortune teller animatronic. I think that would be super cool, but unfortunately it's just a photo op, kind of like last year they did with the coffin. But I think it's really cool, and I can imagine this would be a popular ISE that people would want to take home, and people will definitely bid up the price for this one because it looks pretty cool. And then we also have the sheet with all of the parts of the ISE on it as well. And yeah, there are some parts we have yet to see on here. Well, you can actually buy the entire funhouse. But there's some parts that I haven't seen yet. But yeah, the prices will probably be here and everything. But yeah, it looks to be pretty promising. There's lots of items that I think would be really good for a carnival theme if you had one. And I'm actually going to try to do a carnival theme myself this year. I have a few clown animatronics, but like they just don't fit in anywhere with my haunt. So I want to get like a wedding tent or something and kind of make it look like a circus tent and have the clown animatronics in there. I think that would be a super cool idea. And then next to the zombie babies, I don't actually know the names of any of these, but at first we have this one that's just like doing like this and sitting on the ground, and it's got a dress on there, which is actually a lot of cool detail, and it's got veins on its forehead, and the name is probably going to have to do something with veins, but yeah, I think it looks pretty cool and pretty creepy, and I do think I might try to get a zombie baby or two this year, because I have like this dollhouse theme, and I think they would go pretty well with it. And then next we have this little baby girl with eating barbed wire, and has like barbed wire all over her, which I think is pretty cool. It does look a little bit like there's a bit less detail on the face on this one, but I still think it looks pretty good. And then we have my favorite, which is like this little guy who has like a duck on his shirt, and he's doing like a peekaboo motion sort of thing. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. This is going to be another animatronic one, like what Gutsy Gwen did last year. But all Gutsy Gwen did was like move her head side to side, and I think this one is actually going to be sort of like a jump scare on a 1 foot prop. So I think it is going to be pretty cool, and might be one I try to get this year. Hopefully it's not too expensive. I know Gutsy Gwen was like $80 or something, so this one is probably going to be around there as well. And yeah, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys all enjoyed. And what are your thoughts on the Spirit Halloween 2024 ISE? Let me know down in the comments below. I think it is honestly a great year. I'm not sure if it is as great as last year. Last year had so many great elements, and I just feel like last year's ISE would be a really, really hard one to beat. But I can't really say anything yet. All we've really seen is diagrams and a few horrible quality images. But it looks to be pretty detailed. But that's aside the point. I would like to know your thoughts, and also your thoughts on the zombie babies. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Doom out.